So I had this whole intro worked out where I was gonna like be interrupted singing a song or something. I'll probably do it another time. So I get this tweet, Twitter post from Fred Lives, something about Jason Mraz. I freak out. You need to understand. We need to talk about this. Jason Mraz and I think we're gonna get married and have like 1 million babies. I haven't discussed this with him. I haven't really discussed anything with him, but I'm pretty sure. I mean, it's gotta happen. So anyway, Fred Lives is talking about Jason Mraz, and I'm freaking out because I'm like, oh gosh, I know people who know Jason Mraz. They could totally hook us up. We could get married and have babies. Then I am reminded by the Wolfman, by Alex, that they play jokes sometimes. This is probably another joke, and so I should not freak out. So I'm calming down. But it totally ruined my intro, and I'm totally not interested in doing that right now. Anyway, on to what I was actually going to end up talking about. So, as a group, we really like to read. We like to read books. It seems like most of us seem to really like the young adult genre. And we were going to save this for another time, and so we may do something else this week. I don't really know. We haven't decided yet. But I just finished a book last night that I thought was awesome. It's from the library. Support libraries. It's called Endymion Spring. There you can see it. I'm really bad at giving synopses. This summary says, having reluctantly accompanied his academic mother and pesky younger sister to Oxford, 12-year-old Blake Winters is at loose ends until he stumbles across an ancient and magical book, secretly brought to England in 1453 by Gutenberg's mute apprentice to save it from evil forces, which now draws Blake into a dangerous and life-threatening quest. The thing that I love the most about this, and something I haven't really experienced before, is what I'm kind of calling historical fantasy fiction. Basically what this guy did, and what he talks about at the end, is that he actually went to the Bodleian Library, with a very large part of this book, place-wise. He actually goes and he reads about all of this, about Gutenberg's press. There's this actual photo, or, coat of arms of kind of thing from Germany with Gutenberg, and then this random little person in a yellow coat. That yellow coat is unidentifiable, and it talks about Fust versus Faust versus Faustus, and if there's a possibility that they could be the same. Fust being related to Gutenberg helped kind of fund his project. Faust being the myth or legend of a man who sold his soul to the devil for riches, and how they could actually have been the same entity, but after time names change and things like this, because it would have happened in like the 1400s. But what I really liked is that he takes all of these things, he puts them together really well. I mean, I'm by no means any kind of a Gutenberg expert at all, but he seemed to put a lot of the different stories and information together, but then giving it, kind of a magical context, I guess. My grandma's calling. I don't really feel like answering right now. What am I talking about? So it was interesting to see historical fantasy fiction. I think my favorite books are the ones that they make it seem like all this is or was happening, we don't talk about it. Like Harry Potter. Part of the reason I love Harry Potter is because it's like, there are wizards all over the place, but they just hide it from the not magical people, and that's why you don't know. Until now, I ruined it. Sorry, guys. That's my fave. So, read the book. It's kind of big-ish, but it reads pretty quickly. I recommend it. And that's all I really have for right now. So, on this now.